Year's Eve is just over a week away, and if you haven't made plans yet, you are in luck. It turns out there's a lot going on in Cleveland to celebrate, and Cleveland Magazine just released its list of 10 things to do on New Year's Eve, and who better to tell us about it than editor Dillon Stewart. Hi, Dillon.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for being here. Okay, so tell us a little bit about this list and how you came up with it.
Sure. Well, there's so much to do. Yeah. It's really not an exhaustive list, So I kind of look at it like a choose your own adventure list. We've got things to do with the kids and the family, and if you want the swanky, crazy party, whether you want a foodie experience, whatever you want, you can kind of look at that list, pick what you want, and then either do what we think is the best in that category or go find something else similar that inspired by this list to do.
Okay, let's choose our own adventure first with adults.
Okay.
Okay, what do we have on the list?
So there's two places that I would probably send you. The first being Bourbon Street Barrel Room. This is down in Tremont, and it's just, it's really like a slice of New Orleans. And, I've been in New Orleans. Shout out to some of my bachelor party groups. Came back half a man.
Hey
but, but this isn't, while you are going to get your hurricanes and your hand grenades here, there's great food here from Chef Johnny Schultz, too. He's got po' boys and Creole and Cajun food, po' boys, hush puppies, all that stuff. And he's actually from Louisiana. He's a native, so he does it right. And then you go over to the Nine, the Metropolitan at the Nine, the downtown hotel, and that's your swanky. You're feeling like Gatsby. You're walking through with your tuxedo or black
smoking jacket.
Exactly. And there's all sorts of live entertainment. You're going to get heavy hors d'oeuvres, champagne toast at night, and you can even rent one of their vaults, if you pony up, of course, for you and 8 of your friends to just have a private party, maybe switch it from the ball drop to the Ohio State game.
Okay, laissez-les, bon temps roulé, like they say in New Orleans.
Exactly.
I grew up in Louisiana. Okay, now what about for families?
For families, and that's where I'll be found. We just had a little girl, and we'll be heading down to Tower City, where they're doing New Year's Eve, where the ball drops at noon, and there's face painting and live events and games and all that stuff. And you can check out their new Skylight Park that that Bedrock just installed in Tower City.
Okay, good family-friendly hours. Okay, so how about if you're looking to stay in for the night? How can we bring the New Year's festivities into the home?
Sure. So as Jimmy and I were just talking about, the Cavs play, Ohio State plays, the Browns play. So cheers.
Cheers.
So I figured, why not come up with a Cleveland-inspired. Bad luck not to sip.
You don't waste time.
Come up with a Cleveland-inspired New Year's Eve. So
nice.
We got some Old Brooklyn cheese here. They have 3 types of Goudas that are cave aged for 6 months. Red wine is what you see here on that rind. Dill pickle here, and this one's like a cumin, more of a spicy paprika and cumin type of flavor. Then I got some capicola and some cured sausage here from Ohio City Provisions, and some cheddar cheese crackers from Heinen's. And then finally, and then here's the Old Brooklyn mustard.
Nice.
And then finally, I'm more of a beer drinker. I like to keep it local. Champagne, we are the Paris of the Midwest, but this isn't France. So let's go with a little bit of Magus cider, which is made by our friends over at Market Garden Brewery in Ohio City. It drinks just like a champagne. Ohio apples, it's made all from Ohio apples, local, and it really doesn't get much better than that.
You know what? And keeping it Cleveland, I love it.
Exactly.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
all right.
Thank you.
Well, I'm going to stick to drinking this. In the meantime, you can find out more about these events and much more on Cleveland Magazine's website. Also, we'll have a link for you on WKYC.com.